What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to my channel. And while you're at it, smash that like button for me. Also, hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. If you want up to 60 free stocks, Moomu is going to give you up to 60 free stocks when you open a new Moomu brokerage account. You put $100 in there, they're going to give you 5 free stocks. You put $2,000 in your new brokerage account, they're going to give you 25 free stocks. And if you put $5,000 in your new Moomu brokerage account, they're going to give you 60 free stocks. Limited time offer, so don't delay. Act today. Get yourself down in the description box. First link, which is that Moomu link. Open up that Moomu account today and go get your free stocks. I will also send you a couple of Moomu tutorial videos that will walk you through how to use the Moomu brokerage app. All you got to do is send me an email through my website, www.richardfain.net. Second link down in the description box. Let me know that you've opened the Moomu account and funded it, and I'll send you out those Moomu tutorial videos. There's a bull market somewhere. Every day the market is open. We just have to go out and find it. And that's the journey that I'm on, guys. Every single day the market is open. I'm on the hunt for that bull market, aka that opportunity to put some cash flow in my pocket and to create some long-term wealth. What are you chasing every day? That's a question that I wanted to ask you guys. Drop it down in the comment box and let me know what you're chasing every day. In my opinion, you got two choices. We can get out here and build some wealth, or we don't build wealth. Those are the two choices. I recommend that you consider getting yourself together and building yourself some wealth, because in the environment we're in right now, it's more crucial than ever to be able to have assets to protect you. I got 4 companies that I'm looking at. And those companies are SoundHound, Serve Robotics, Palantir, CoreWeave. Now, this is a $50 billion market cap company that IPO'd back in March of 2025. And NVIDIA, I believe, is the second most valuable company in the world right now, took interest in this company. And they own about 24 million shares of this company's stock. I believe it represents about 7% of the total outstanding shares. So pretty good size investment. So those are the companies that I have on my watch list today to be able to try and create some wealth for myself. Now, it's not easy, but I've been watching these companies. I go out and do a little bit of studying and I'm comfortable with them. But here's some things that I typically will recommend that you consider before you do anything as it relates to any investments, right? Especially in paper assets. You want to certainly, number one thing I do is I go out to the company's website. So these 4 companies I just mentioned to you, prior to doing anything with them, I go out to their website and I want to take a look at, who is this company, right? When was the company started? What are their products and services? Who's the CEO and the executive team? I also want to look at, just what makes them different from other companies in their industry. So that's the number one thing I want to do. I just want to do a little research on the company. And I do that pretty simply through my phone. I just go to Google, type in the name of the company, hit enter, and it'll bring up a lot of different things about this company. So I can read some articles, but more importantly, I just go to their website. That gives me a good snapshot of who that company is. Now, the second thing I want to do is I want to go look at some financials on this company. Now, you can go to their website and go down to investor relations, click on that. And typically, if it's a publicly traded company, you can bring up, last quarter, current quarter, historical data on the financials of this company. And I want to kind of look at the revenue. Is the revenue growing quarter over quarter? Is the revenue growing year over year? That kind of stuff. I also want to take a look at, what are their expenses? I want to look at what's the net profit. So all these things I can find on the income statement, right? Then I want to also go look at the balance sheet, which gives me a snapshot of assets versus liabilities, which will then give me what a company's net worth is. So I want to look at the assets, and really what I concentrate on with the assets, I want to concentrate on cash. How much cash do they have? And then I want to take a look at their debts or their liabilities. Can their current assets, right, which can be cash on hand plus current receivables, are those two things enough to be able to pay off their debt if they were to get themselves in any trouble? So those are the things that I want to look at really on the balance sheet. Now, once I look at those several things, then I want to move on and go look at the historical data on the stock price. And I go find that information on Yahoo Finance for me, but there are many places out there you can find it. I just like using Yahoo Finance. It's free. They don't charge you no money for it. And I just go on Yahoo Finance. I type in the ticker symbol for each stock. And then I go down to historical data, click on that, and then it gives me, you know, the history of the stock price for the last year. And that way I can kind of peruse it and go down it and say, well, is there anything that I can see, anything that jumps out at me that can give me some indication of how this stock is performing? So those are the three things that I do, guys. Again, there's a lot more things you can do. It's wide open, right? For me, though, for my little research, that's pretty much it. And then at that point, I go ahead and make a decision if this is a company that I want to go ahead and invest in and try and build me some wealth. Drop me down in the comment box what you guys are doing to evaluate, you know, any companies that you're thinking about investing in. What are you guys doing? What resources do you use? Drop them down in the comment box. I'd love to know what resources you guys are using and what techniques you're using to help you be a good steward of your money and be able to put it in companies that have the potential to, you know, increase your net worth. I'm just out here, man, getting me some exercise in, making sure I keep the temple strong because, you know, without health, wealth means nothing, right? You got to be healthy in order to enjoy that wealth. So I encourage you guys, like I do from time to time on these videos, is to move your body, man. Get yourself out, get you some exercise in, you know, make sure you try to figure out a reasonable diet for yourself so that you're not getting yourself in any trouble by eating all these bad foods and things like that. Now, I'm not perfect, but I do strive every day to try to watch what I put in my body, right? I try to every single day. It's on my mind, right? And I try to get out here every day and get some exercise in, or some type of exercise, whether it be push-ups and sit-ups. You know, I take some multivitamins and things like that just to try to keep the temple up and proper, right? Keep this temple strong. I also make sure, you know, I go get my physical. I make sure I get the blood work done just to make sure there ain't nothing lurking around that needs attention. So I just try to do my part to keep the temple strong and healthy, man. And I would ask you guys to consider that. But that's important, especially as you're starting to get a little bit older. Like me, I'm starting to get a little older. I just want to make sure I'm maintaining the temple so that I can enjoy this wealth that I'm out here trying to build, right? Ain't no need of me building all this wealth, but I can't enjoy it because my health is suffering, right? So make sure you take care of that health. That's why at the end of every video, I say, you know, stay healthy, get wealthy. That's the reason I say that. So I want you guys to make sure you're out there doing that. If you want up to 60 free stocks, Moomu is going to give you up to 60 free stocks when you open a new Moomu brokerage account. All you got to do, guys, in order to take advantage of that opportunity is get yourself down in the description box of that first link, which is that Moomu link. Click on it. It has full details about the free stocks. And if you feel like it's something that's right for you, go ahead and open up the account today and go get your free stocks. www.richardfain.net is the website address. I got 10 big boy blue chip digital products that I believe can help you increase your financial literacy. Why is increasing your financial literacy important? Because it helps you manage your money better. It also helps you, in my opinion, become more confident when it's time for you to invest your money to build wealth. So check out those digital products. Second link down in the description box is the website link. Check it out. And then while you're in the website, consider joining the fastest growing financial community on Patreon. We're called the Wealth Builders. Guys, we got about 2,000 wealth builders in our financial community, and all we do in that community is help each other build wealth. We're not experts. We don't try to tell people what to do. All we do is provide our experience. What are we doing? Best practices, tips, what's working, what's not working. And then we provide a safe environment for people to ask those questions, right? Nobody's trying to sell you nothing. There is no shenanigans in there. So if you want to be a part of that type of community, inside of the website, click on the join button. Click on the membership button. It'll take you over to Patreon and sign up. Come join us. We'd love for you to be a part of our team. If you're stopping by the channel for the first time, please consider subscribing, share the video, smash the like button. Thoughts become things. You can see it in your mind, you hold it in your hands. You guys keep chasing your greatness. Never stop believing in yourself. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.